So time is 11:01, right? I have a meeting by 12 with my MMA instructor. What we want to go over by 12 is creating a plan for me. That is, I'm trying to act like I'm preparing for a fight, right? So I want to have this level of discipline because, to be very honest, there are different levels to discipline. I've been disciplined. I've been trying to discipline myself. Hold on, let me check something. I have been trying to discipline myself a lot, and I've come to a realization that if you think you're disciplined, there's always a new level to getting more disciplined. So I've noticed that some areas in my life I've slacked off when it comes to discipline, right? Like my diet. Yes, I can completely eliminate sugar, but I've come to notice that I don't really have like a very strict diet. And I feel that diet might be the missing piece of me having my abs. And by the way, abs something that I think I want to work on. To me, I've been thinking having abs is pure vanity until one day I looked into the mirror and noticed that I could see six packs, right? I could see, but not really visible, right? If I flex the muscles there, I could see them. But I had this internal sense of confidence. But I used to think that people who were showing their abs, right? People who were flexing their abs were showing off. Well, it's an accomplishment to them. And me not having abs and seeing people with abs kind of made me think that they were showing off. But no, seeing me with Pat's abs made me realize that it's built a different level of confidence. The same way you go to the gym and build a level of confidence. And that's why Andrew Tate mentioned something about if somebody says he's depressed, tell the person to go ahead and have six packs. By the time he has six packs, check whether he's still depressed. And it makes sense because by the time you have your six packs, because people who claim to be depressed, right, in my opinion, are people who find themselves in depressing states. And if you stay in depressing states for a while, you'll come to realize that. That's so sorry. If you stay in depressing states for long, you call yourself depressed because of how much you have stayed long in that state. But by the time you have your abs, you will have slowly been seeing yourself having little accomplishment over time. With that little accomplishment over time, what you get to realize is that you are now in the mind frame of somebody who is excelling, somebody who is winning, and that in itself will make you happy and less depressed. So I think I've digressed again. So the entire meeting, I'm going to record the entire meeting and post it up for free. And I think that mind you, is my MMA instructor. At the same time, he's a nutrition person. Looking at his skin and his muscles, you can tell that this guy's body is good. Like, it's incredible. His skin is looking good. It's shining. Show you how good he is. So, but he studied, I think, nutrition, and he currently teaches at a polytechnic. I think, yeah, a polytechnic. And I think he does a lot of research, a lot of reading. So when he talks from a place of passion. That's why he talks a lot. But yeah, he talks a lot, but you can tell that he talks from a place where he understands and has enough to share. That's why I'm dedicating 2 hours to our meeting. After our meeting, I'm going to have a flexibility training. So because of that, of me documenting the entire process, right? I have to carry 3 batteries with me, two separate microphones, and 2 SD cards, because I'm even carrying my tab so I can, my Surface Pro, so I can like get as much as possible, because I'm going to share the entire thing. I'm going to create this structure, but the bottom part of this is it's a way of stepping up my level of discipline, because to be very honest, my diet has not been so disciplined. It has been disciplined to some extent. So because I want to put myself in this frame of becoming a professional MMA person, right, then I'll have to put myself in that mindset, in that identity. Because of that, there's some things that I will not touch. But mind you, it's supposed to be cycles, because I believe that for you to embrace anything, whether it's consistency, discipline, you need to make it in cycles, because it can't be consistent, it can't be linear. So that means is that you bump up your discipline over time and it stays the same. You bump it up over time, it stays the same. You bump it up, because if you keep bumping it up, at some point you have burnout. At some point you could crash. Or everything has cycles. And because I can always say, please read spiritual books. In the book of, I think, the Kabbalion, the Hermetics know that everything is in cycles. So there are times where you should free yourself a little bit, be easy on yourself. There are times where you should be harsh on yourself. So that cycle, and you should control it. So what you aim to do is you want your lows to be your low level discipline to be like basic. For example, is mean not consuming certain things regardless, and the high level of discipline to be super high standards, maybe military level standards, Jarhead, US Marine, US Navy SEAL standards. So you also asked me to watch an MMA fight before our meeting. It was John Jones and this boxer, Mikosi or something. I can't remember his name. The match made me realize that you can be very good at fighting, right? But when you get into that ring, it's a completely different ball game. And asking a boxer who I met yesterday, he said that when it comes to boxing, right, when you have two equal level people, it is who wants that title more is who wins. It's not really about skills because there are a lot of dynamic things. I could see a lot of mistakes the other opponents, the loser was making. And I'm like, why can't he adjust, bro? I'm not the one in the ring. He's the one in the ring, and he's the one receiving the blows. He's the one receiving the slap. But one thing for sure is I could see from the outside how fighting has more to do with mental states than physical states. And seeing the fact that these John Jones guys kept on having more drives, more shots, more attempts, it made perfect sense that he was going to win. I think he won in round 3 with a knockout, with a back kick. Man, this guy's a boxer, so seeing a back kick is not what he's used to. And this Jones guy, because this guy got Jones in a position where I knew that he could easily have taken Jones out if he was a judo guy. This is why I like MMA, because everything is mixed, right? Everything is mixed. So if John Jones tried to put him on the ground, which he did eventually in the first round, but I don't want to analyze this in too much. Let me first of all go and meet my guy. I want to make sure that we move nutrition out the way. Let me have a meal plan for 7 days. Then you can analyze the fights. Then you can do some stretches. But when I come back, because it's going to be a lot, when I come back, I still have to have another meeting. I'll be back by say 2 to 4, right? I'll be back by 4. So it means I'll have to prepare something to eat now. I think the thing I can prepare quick is rice. So with rice, let me quickly go and make some rice so I can eat something, because if I don't eat before going there is a high chance that'll be 4 p.m. and I have another meeting to be by 5. And I don't think I want that. Although I'm slowly pushing towards learning how to fast, but my last meal yesterday was 7 p.m. Yeah, so I'm still learning to fast. But I think let me just have something, even though it's little rice. So thank you very much. Next time you see me, will be me and my MMA guy talking about nutrition and maybe also analyzing the John Jones fights. So thank you very much. I'll see you soon.